An overwhelming number of you guys hope and wish and would even plead that women would just make it more obvious when they're into you. You think that if they did, dating would be a lot easier and we could all have healthier, happier relationships. But sadly, that isn't the truth. And I'm sorry to tell you that, because you wish women would make it obvious when they're interested, but they won't. And it's not because they're trying to play games. It's because biologically, socially, and emotionally, women invite far more than they pursue. A lot of the men I work with, especially divorced men, completely miss these invitations. Or even worse, you dismiss them or assume you're imagining it. You think, did she? Is she? I don't know. Couldn't be me. So today I want to walk you through the clear signs that a woman wants you to ask her out. The body language, the phrases, the behavioral patterns, and the signals over time that matter far more than a one-time hair flick, which might just mean she had an itch. So think about things over a period of time. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to recognize female interest and how to make your move in a confident, grounded, and masculine way. If that sounds good, buckle up. Let's dive in. Before I give you these tips, let me welcome you to this channel. My name is Alexandra. I'm a dating and relationship coach for men. I've been coaching for many years, especially men navigating the dating world after divorce, separation, or the end of a long-term relationship. It's been a while since you've dusted off your boots and gotten back out there. What I focus on is helping good-hearted men attract deeply loving relationships and maintain them. Because I guarantee you, we all need more healthy relationships. We need less divorce. We also need more self-awareness and happiness. We live in a lonely, distressed, anxious, disconnected world, and I'm trying to help people feel more connected and better about their lives and partnerships. That's the wish I've always had for myself, and a big reason I got into this field. So first, let's talk about why women signal instead of pursuing you. I know you're rolling your eyes, wondering why women won't just make it more obvious. It's because women rarely lead with direct pursuit for a few reasons. Number one, safety. Women need to feel quite safe before they show full interest. Unless she's a completely unhinged, dysregulated, highly traumatized woman, and we have empathy for that. But usually, women aren't going to be bold and pursue men unless they feel safe. Number two, polarity. Healthy attraction works much better when men take the lead and women open the door. A woman's role isn't to chase you. It's to let you know that your invitation would be welcome. Once you understand those signals, the whole dating world gets easier. And this seems like a relevant time to mention that I have an audio masterclass called 10 Tips for Talking and Texting with Women. It demystifies a lot of this in a simple sub-60-minute format. It'll teach you the differences in communication between men and women and some really helpful ways to connect. It's $79 if you want to check it out. Link in the show notes. I highly recommend it. It's been a favorite of many clients. If you like listening to this kind of stuff while walking or hiking, that's a great format to dive deeper. But of course, that's also what today's video is about. Now let's talk about body language signals. These are the first green lights to look for. Women signal interest through how they position their bodies around you. The cues are sometimes subtle. Some women have more bravado, but most are relatively subtle. These things are subconscious and very reliable. First, let's say you're at a bar, networking event, speed dating event, or friend's party, somewhere social. You don't know this woman. You haven't predetermined you're single from a dating app. This is a woman in the wild. The first thing, a woman will face her body toward you. She's saying, "Hello, I'm here. This is an invitation." If you're in a group and she angles her knees, hips, and shoulders toward you, she's orienting to you. That's a subtle sign of interest. If she thought you were a swamp monster, she'd close herself off. So when a woman is open and facing you, that's a good sign. A woman will also soften around you. She'll be more relaxed. Relaxed jaw, warmer eyes, softer voice. Women do this when we're trying to be cute, like, love us, hug us. We soften because we're feeling safe and a little attraction. We're trying to be more feminine around you. She'll also move closer to you. I remember doing this when I was younger. I'd see a guy I thought was interesting and move somewhere obvious. I wanted to be picked, to be chosen, so a woman will stand slightly inside your personal space. She'll bump your arm ordering a drink. She'll lean in when she doesn't need to. She'll find a chair next to you instead of across the room. Big sign. If you're back at university or taking a course and you make eye contact, then she sits as far away as possible. Not a good sign. But a woman interested in you will get closer. Women don't do this with men they're indifferent to. Then there's accidental touching, a light graze on the arm, a hand on your back, shoulders brushing, playfully nudging you. These aren't accidents. We do not touch men we're not interested in. I guarantee it. We only touch men we're either attracted to or have a fondness for, like our fathers or an adorable elderly neighbor. Touch happens when we feel safe. So if you're age appropriate and she's getting close, moving near you, looking at you, softening, and nudging you, that's a sign. A woman will also mirror your energy. If you sit back, she sits back. If you smile, she smiles. If you lean in, she leans in. Mirroring is attunement. It means she's paying attention, and we pay attention to things we're interested in. You've probably been on a date where she slumps, checks her phone, and you're animated. She's not attuned. That's not interest. We attune to people we're attracted to, and you do the same. Now let's move to verbal signs. I want to share exact phrases women may use. This is where things become clearer because women signal interest through curiosity. If a woman doesn't care about you, she'll keep the conversation shallow and light, hoping it ends quickly. If she cares, she gets curious. Simple as that. If she cares, she's curious. She'll ask personal questions, not just, how's your day like a coworker, but what did you do this weekend? Are you the kind of person who travels a lot? Are you seeing anyone right now? What made you move here? Do you come here often? Women don't ask personal questions unless they're interested, either romantically or as a friend. You need to learn the distinction. She'll also remember details. If you mention training for something or a trip, she'll follow up. That's intentional. When I was first getting to know my partner, before we were exclusive, he went on a camping trip. I remembered and asked, "How was the canoeing?" Because I cared. Women remember things so they can ask you later. She'll also tease you. Teasing is feminine flirtation. She might say, "Look at you being all organized," or "That's such a guy thing to say," or "I feel like you have a secret wild side." Playfulness is a green light. It means, I'm safe, I'm having fun, I want to know more, to know. Then casually, she might mention she's single. We don't do that accidentally. We might say dating apps are a disaster, implying I'm single. Or, I'm not really seeing anyone right now. We don't want to sound desperate, so we use vague language. And you guys get confused, but don't forget, when we're attracted to a guy, we turn into mush too. We get into a weird feminine side and say things like, I haven't had much luck on dating apps. I'm trying to meet people in person instead. That's her saying, you're not crossing a line, I'm comfortable, please proceed. Then she'll ask about your plans. What are you doing this weekend? I.e., are you free? Could you ask me out? We only do that when we want more time with you. Otherwise, it's what are you and your family doing as polite coworker chat. Now let's talk about situational signs, the big green lights. A woman will find reasons to bump into you at the gym, events, work, your street. If she keeps appearing in your orbit, it's not random. She's making herself available. She'll also prolong interactions. If she doesn't want the conversation to end, she'll linger. And when she leaves, she'll say, "It was really nice seeing you." A signal she's willing to reopen the conversation. Women won't prolong an interaction if they're not interested. We'll try to get away or keep things superficial. She'll also create micro-opportunities, soft invitations for you to take the lead. She might say, "We should compare playlists sometime," or "You would love this coffee place. You should go," which means we should go, but I won't say that. Or, "I could show you that hiking trail," or, "If you're around later, I'll probably be here." She's telling you where she'll be. She wouldn't do that if she weren't interested. These are intentional hooks. I know. Why can't we be more direct? Maybe it would make life easier. But maybe this difference between the sexes is what keeps things interesting. Maybe. Also remember, women get nervous too. We talk faster, laugh more, fidget with our hair, over-explain. We get nervous around men we like, not men we're neutral about. If I don't care, I don't get self-conscious. I'm way more relaxed. But when I'm attracted to someone, the energy shifts. A woman will also compliment you. That color looks great on you. You smell good. You have such calming energy. We don't compliment if we're not interested. Anything overtly positive, consistently over time, is a big sign she's interested. And the most important piece, look for patterns, not moments. This is where men make huge mistakes. They either treat one friendly gesture as an invitation, which isn't enough information, or they miss all these signs because they've convinced themselves they're not good enough, too old, too fat, too broke, that women just wouldn't be into them. So here's your rule. One sign means nothing. Two means maybe. Three or more consistently is definitely interest. She's saying, please ask me out. Women signal in patterns, not one-offs. If she's engaging the next time you see her, initiating a little, opening the door verbally or physically more than once, showing playfulness repeatedly, that's your green light. If it happens once and never again, that was just friendliness. Attraction reveals itself over time, not in a single moment. So if this is happening to you, it's your chance to ask her out. If you've talked a few times, say, I've really enjoyed talking with you. Want to grab coffee or a drink one night this week? If you see her regularly, say, I'd like to spend time with you outside the gym. Want to grab a drink Thursday? If she's been consistently flirting, say, you're really fun, let's grab a drink. Thursday or Friday work for you? If she's shy, give a compliment. I really like your energy. Want to continue this conversation over coffee? Direct, grounded, warm invitations. No pressure, no ambiguity. Women love clarity, even though we won't give it to you. Women absolutely signal when they're interested. You just haven't been taught how to read those signs, especially after divorce, when your confidence takes a hit and your desirability feels lower. But once you learn these patterns, something will shift. You'll stop chasing women who aren't into you. You'll start noticing the women who are demonstrating interest. You'll trust your own magnetism again. Attraction becomes easier because you're not guessing anymore. You're responding to the world around you. I have a couple other videos on flirting that would be great resources to watch alongside this one. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Ciao.